Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much, my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey by subscribing. It's all free, and hit that bell notification for the new uploads. So today we're going to continue on the second part of this oval doily. Looks very vintage. So very simple, very easy. We're almost done. We just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 rows, but very fast going. So up top there's 3 little buttons on the right hand corner. If you click there, you can slow down the video to your liking. If you want to take notes, then press the CC on. If you don't see the CC right next to the 3 little dots, once you open the 3 little dots, you will see the CC inside of the opening. And you can click there and the letters will appear down here as I'm calling out the stitch. Okay, so we're going to continue on. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. It's very important for the channel to circulate. Thank you, everyone. So we finished creating the poof stitch lying down. Okay, let's start on this side here, which really doesn't matter which side you start, but since I have from the beginning, I'm going to continue. So this row is very simple. There's no increase or decrease. We're just going to do a double crochets, groups of 2 double crochets per space. So I'm going to do my double crochet like this because I don't want so much of a lining here. I'm just going to try to hide my thread a bit. So we're going to do, let's see, no space. Okay, sometimes I forget what I do. You know, I create these things and I forget how I did it. How smart, right? Okay, so another double crochet on the same space. Try to hide my leftover thread here. Okay, so no separation. Go directly into the next space. And do 2 double crochets together. Next space. 2 double crochets together. Next space. So it's 2 double crochets per space together. No separation in between them. If you find that yours is pulling too much, it's too tight for you, then you can do a 1 separation in between the groups. Okay, so nothing to it, very simple. And when we come to the end, we're going to close on the 3rd chain with a slip stitch, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so we finished doing all the double crochets, 2 per space. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet per space, so very simple. Again, I'm coming into the center here. One, 2. For me, for some of you, is 3 chain for a double crochet into the next space, double crochet into the next space. So 1 per space. Very simple. And don't tighten it too much so it doesn't pull too much on the material. So just like that, 1 per space all the way around, and then we're going to close it in on the 3rd chain with the slip stitch. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I finished this row. I'm going to do the next row in green, and then we're cutting and going into the multicolored one. So 1, 2, and 3. And 3 more for space. 1, 2, and 3. So we have a total of 6. We're going to skip, actually not 6, 5. Okay, so 3 and then 2 more. Okay, and we're going to skip 1 space into the next one. So we're going to create little loops, let's say 1, and I'm doing it wrong. Sorry about that, people. It's not double crochet, it's single. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, skip a space, single, 1, 2, and 3, skip a space, single, 1, 2, and 3, skip a space, single. We're going to do it 4 times. 1, 2, and 3, skip a space, and single. So we have 4 loops here. We're going to do now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain. We're making a bigger loop. We're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th space, single. So we're going to keep doing that, the big loop after the 4. Okay, so again, we're going to continue with the 4. So 3 chains, skip a space, 1 loop, 1, 2, 3 chains, skip a space, 2 loops, 1, 2, 3 chain, skip a space, 3 loops, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So basically you're going to have 5 singles to have 4 loops and then a big one, and then again 4 singles, 1 skip a space, next one. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 loops. That means you have 5 singles. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th space, single. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. 3 chain, skip a space, next space, 1, 2, 3 chain, skip a space into the next one. So we're going to create the 4 loops again like we did here. And after creating your 4 loops, we're doing a 5 chain, skipping 4 space, going into the 5th with a single. Okay, so it's just a repeat all the way to the end. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, you guys, I pretty much finished it. Now, when I came to the end, I was missing, I think, 2 of them. So what I did was, in order not to go too far back and try to skip here and there, so what I did was I skipped 1, 2, 3, and on my 4th one, just before my end here, so I skipped only 4 here instead of 5 for that big loop, okay? And then I came to the end, and again, I have 1, 2, 3. On my 4th one is when I tied in, okay? That was the leftover after I finished doing my 4 loops. So 2 places, in case you don't meet up. I must have missed a stitch somewhere, I don't know. Probably here I didn't have enough to do the poof. Probably missing 2. Probably skipped on the singles here somewhere, 1 or 2 stitch, and it makes a difference when you're making it, right? So I skipped twice, only 4. I put in my single on the 4th space with a big loop, okay? So I skipped 1, 2, 3 on the 4th space instead of 5 in order to have the exact amount. So you can do the same thing, very simple, nothing to it, doesn't change anything on the pattern. I'm coming in with my multicolored, and we're almost done. This is very simple, so slip stitch knot. I'm going to come in any big loop wherever you have the big loop, and I'm going to do a single and 2 chains for a double crochet. Inside of this big loop, we're going to have a total of 9 double crochets, okay? So 2, 3, trying to hide my thread, my leftover, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 double crochets, just like that. Now I have to move the black towel here so you can see better, because it does reflect on the patterns. Okay, so on the big loop, 9 double crochets, no chain, you go directly into the next one, single, 1, 2, and 3, chain into the next one, another single. So now we are decreasing on the 4 loops here. We're going to have 3, 1, 2, and 3, another single. So we have 1, 2 loops, 1, 2, and 3, and the last single, 3 loops. So we're going directly inside of the big loop and creating our 9 double crochets again. So very simple. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we go directly into the first loop, single, 1, 2, 3, chain into the second loop, single, 1, 2, 3, chain into the third loop, single, 1, 2, 3, chain, and into the last loop, single, and go directly into the big loop and create your 9 double crochets again. So very simple. After this, I'm cutting my thread and going back into the pink. Okay, so just repeat the pattern this way all the way to the end. Okay, everybody, so I'm coming in with my pink now, and I'm starting right at the edge, as you can see. On my first double crochet, I did a single and chain 3. Okay, on my next one, we're only grabbing back loops only, so we're doing 9 double crochets again, 1 on top of the double crochet from the previous row, 1 chain separation, grabbing back loops, trying to hide my thread here, 1 chain separation, back loop, 1 chain. So we're going to have 9 double crochets again, using back loops only. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coming into the first loop, no separation with a single, chain 3. So we're decreasing out on the loops here, coming in with a single, chain 3. So we started with 4 loops with the green, 3 with the multicolored, and now we're going to have 2 with the pink coming into the first double crochet again, no separation, using back loops only, and doing 9 double crochets per double crochet from the previous row. So we're just going on top, picking up on the back loop only. Okay, and then directly into the first loop with a single, and continue to do your 3 chain, single, 3 chain, single, and then directly into the first double crochet. So, and then I'm cutting my thread and coming in with the green. We have 2 more rows left and we're done. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row. I'm coming in with my green and I'm coming into in between the, let me just check here. Not even in between. Okay, so we're going to come in from behind. Actually, I'm going to turn twice from behind here into the front, into the back, and I'm going to do a double triple crochet. Okay, and again, turn twice from the back to the front to the back, and again, double triple, and again, the same thing. So this is how we're going to do this row. We actually have to do a 1 chain separation. Sorry about that. Okay, let's do this again. So from the back to the front to the back. Trying to hide my thread. From the back to the front to the back. Take out 2, take out 2, take out the last 2. 1 chain. And again. One chain. From the back to the front to the back. 1 chain. Okay. One chain from the back to the front to the back. 1 chain, turn twice. And the last one here. And directly into the loop. So you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm doing only 2 chain and creating the last loop and then coming in again from the back to the front to the back and 1 chain separation. And we have just the last row to do, which is the peacock. So this is what it looks like. So you're going to end up only with 1 loop, and I did only 2 chain. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everybody, the last row. I'm using a darker shade of green to do my peacock. So we can go in any space on the last row. So let's say in the center, the last loop we have here. Single. And we're going to go directly into the space where the first double triple crochet, single, and 3 chain. We're doing peacocks on every single space. So next space, single, 1, 2, and 3. Close it in with a single. Next space, single, 1, 2, 3 chain. Close it in with a single, so very simple. This is the last row. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This looks beautiful on any color you want to do, or just one color or two colors. It's really up to you. Just make sure that when you're using two colors, get a darker shade and a lighter shade for the contrast, so your pattern can stand out on some areas of the pattern. Okay, now this is what we have. The last one here we finished doing, and so we have the first space here, go directly into it with a single. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you find that it's pulling too much, then you can come into the first one here like that, okay, and then come into your space here where you have your one space left. Okay, so I will see you in the next tutorial. This is pretty much it. So again, if you find that it's pulling too much, you can go, well, you're going to go into the first one here to do your first picot anyway, and then into the second. Okay, so this does it for this tutorial. I will meet you in the next tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it, and I will have it on display at the end. So thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, God bless, stay safe, and continue to have happy holidays. Bye-bye, everyone. I had to come back because I believe I told you that it would be 8 picots, but it's not 8 picots, it's 9 picots, okay? So just want to make sure that I didn't make the mistake of saying, well, I did make the mistake, I believe, of saying 8 picots. So you would have your first one here. So I just want to make sure that you make your 9 picots. Well, it doesn't matter if you had 8. It doesn't really change anything on the pattern, but I think it just gives it that more roundness to the last row here. Okay, I'm going to continue until the end here, and then I'll show you. Okay, so I'm pretty much here on my last one. So we do the picot here. Okay, and I'm coming directly into my loop and then coming in to the next one here and doing my picot. Okay, so I'll show you in a second and then continue on. So as you can see, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so just to make it clear. Thank you, everyone.